911, what is your emergency?
Hi, my next door neighbor, I don't know what happened, but there's blood everywhere.
Did your neighbor say what happened?
I don't know, I'm looking at him right now, and there's blood.
Where's it coming from?
I have no idea.
Did he talk to you?
Oh my God, it's coming from his chest.
Okay, can you tell him what happened?
What happened, Brad?
What happened, Brad?
What happened, Brad? She's not talking. I don't know what to do.
Okay, is he breathing?
Yes.
He's bleeding from the chest?
He's talking.
Okay, so can you ask him where he is bleeding from and what happened?
No, she's not talking at all. Please hurry. Please give me right now.
Okay, I've got help coming that way, but I need you to tell me exactly what happened.
I don't know, he's not saying anything.
A frantic 911 call comes through. The caller, overwhelmed with panic, reports that Bradley Harshman has suffered a severe chest wound. Their voice is desperate as they try to communicate with Bradley, but he remains silent. Though still breathing, Bradley doesn't respond. This silence in such a tense moment feels like a prelude to the horrifying truth about to unfold.
I need to talk to you about some things, okay? I'm going to start just by getting your information to make sure I have it right. Is that okay? Can you spell your last name for me, Brent? Do you have a phone number?
I really don't know. I don't even know my phone, if I have a phone anymore.
Okay, that's okay. What kind of tattoos do you have?
Haley, Heather, my last name, and this is my friend.
And that's your friend? Did they hurt?
Only this one.
Yeah, that's kind of a tender spot, huh? Where are you from?
Phoenix, Arizona.
You were born here? Yeah. Is your family here?
I'm all alone.
When police arrive at 55 Orange Avenue, they are confronted with a gruesome scene. Bradley has been brutally attacked. Inside the apartment, Brent Carvajal, Bradley's roommate, appears disturbingly calm and unaffected by the tragedy. This unsettling indifference amidst the horror leads to Brent being taken in for questioning. Little did the investigators know, they were about to hear one of the most bizarre and chilling confessions of their careers.
If you have any questions for me while we're here, just feel free to ask, okay? But I kind of want to talk to you about what got us here. In order to do that, I have to read you your Miranda warnings, okay? Okay, so Brent, you have the right to remain silent.
Brent begins his account, speaking incoherently and showing clear signs of mental instability. He explains that he was homeless for 5 years before moving in with Bradley and Mario, their other roommate. His fragmented and inconsistent statements paint the picture of a man struggling with a tenuous grip on reality.
Do you understand these rights? Yeah, okay. So, where are you living right now? And how long have you been there?
A few months.
A few months?
I think.
Okay. Where were you at before that?
I was homeless.
You were homeless? How long were you homeless for?
5 years.
Oh my gosh. That had to have been rough, huh? I'm sorry to hear that. Who do you live at your current apartment with? How many people live there?
2.
2?
Mario and Brent.
And Brent. Mario and Brent or Mario and Brad?
Bradley.
Bradley, okay. So it's you, Mario, and Bradley. Do you have do you all have your own rooms, or how's that set up?
We all have our own rooms, and we're not supposed to really be in each other's rooms or meddling with each other's stuff, but we're all supposed to be on our own.
Yeah.
Brent describes the living arrangements in the apartment, emphasizing that everyone had their own private space. However, he starts to reveal his growing dissatisfaction with Bradley, whom he describes as strange and increasingly threatening.
Okay.
I try to share.
That's very nice of you. How long has Mario lived there? Do you know?
3 years.
Okay. And then what about Bradley?
I don't know.
You don't know how long. Was he there when you moved in, or did he come after?
before I moved in.
Okay, so you're the newest to the apartment. Okay. Do any of you work or anything like that?
No.
No. Okay. What's your relationship like with your roommates? Do you guys get along?
I thought it was cool. I thought they liked me.
Okay. You say that like you don't think that anymore. Can you explain that?
Mario is a good guy.
Okay.
But Bradley, he started turning crazy on me.
When asked about his relationship with Bradley, Brent shares that he felt insulted and monitored by him. Brent believes Bradley had installed surveillance devices throughout the apartment, and voices from these devices regularly gave him commands, ranging from telling him to go to bed to brush his teeth. These accusations reflect Brent's deep paranoia and detachment from reality.
I didn't think he was racist, but I think he was.
Why do you think he was racist?
Because I don't know. His tats, his everything, and he kept calling me out of my name.
What would he say to you about your name?
Call me a spig, and like I noticed, like I kept noticing he was doing things like, and somehow he had monitors in the house, like bugs in the house, where like my friend Brett came over and we were talking. And he came back and he knew exactly what was going on. Like he had a recorder.
Brent continues talking about the voices and claims the apartment has bulletproof windows. His paranoia peaks as he insists that everything happening in the apartment is controlled by a secret surveillance system. His testimony reveals not just his mental instability, but also the dark, isolated world he's been living in.
Or something. Sound. The house is monitored. There's cameras in there. There's sound. They listen to everything in there.
Have you seen the cameras?
No.
Or you just know they're there?
I know they're there because they'll sometimes talk to me. Like a voice will talk to me. Those windows are shatterproof.
Okay.
The house, the apartment is basically bulletproof. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
What do the voices say when they talk to you?
They're not in my head. There's actually an intercom in there that'll say stuff. Like
what do they say?
They'll just say real quick stuff.
Like what?
Like go to sleep. You should wake up. Like go brush your teeth. Like they'll just say simple things like that real quickly. I don't know who it is.
Okay.
Mario, the other roommate, is described by Brent as the only person he feels safe around. Brent sees Bradley as a danger, not just to himself, but to Mario as well. This protective instinct towards Mario intensifies Brent's paranoia and sets the stage for the events to follow.
Earlier that you share some stuff, or like you try and be nice.
Cigarettes.
Okay.
I'm for it,
Mm-hmm.
but I shared so much
with Mario and Brad. Okay. So
Brent accuses Bradley of using methamphetamine in the apartment and racking up significant debts. He believes Bradley's actions pose a direct threat to both him and Mario. Brent's paranoia spirals further as he insists he called the police and crisis services multiple times, but no one helped him.
Walk me through what happened today and why you're here.
It was building up for a couple of days. I kept telling, because he kept smoking meth in the other room.
Brad did?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he would invite this guy over, and the guy was saying, Brad said you'll cover him. You need to pay us. You need to pay us.
Okay.
And they're like, it's up to $400 now. You're smoking, like, Brad will, like, he ordered an ounce or something, and he said, oh, I gave that to Brent. and like they were gaming on me, like you know what I mean? They're like, you better pay up or else. And then I said, don't let that fool in the house. And then I called the cops multiple times. I called crisis. I called the cops. I called everybody.
Okay.
I said, get this guy out of here. Plus, there's dope in the room. They didn't give two shits.
Okay.
So I told the cop, I said, if he comes at me.
On the night of the incident, Brent recalls hearing Bradley pounding on his door, making violent threats. Brent says the voices from the supposed surveillance system warned him of an impending attack, pushing him further into a state of panic and fear.
What are my rights? He goes, do what you have to do. I go, I'm serious. This guy's these people are trying to kill me. There's a hit on me. Like someone put a hit on me.
Okay.
And they're stupid idiots that try to like the boundary, and I'm not to be played with. Like,
okay.
I know exactly what I did. And, so I said, voice, what is he doing in there? He says he's getting cracked the fuck out and he's mumbling about killing someone. And then all of a sudden he goes, and then I heard intruder alert because he said, Brent, they said, Brent, watch your back. And like, the monitor went off. Like this guy's coming at you with a knife. And he was banging on my door. He's like,
Brad was
banging on my door, and he said, "If you don't come out, I'm gonna beat the shit out of Mario again." And then I heard Mario crying, and then
Brent claims Bradley threatened to harm Mario if Brent didn't come out. Fueled by fear and anger, Brent warns Bradley not to enter his room, threatening to kill him if he did. This was not just a defensive stance, but a breaking point for Brent's escalating mental turmoil.
I said, if I open this door, and I said, the lady said, he has something in his waist. The voice is the lady. He said,
that's from the monitors.
The monitors to it. Brent, don't open the door. Don't open the door. And then I heard Mario go to answer the door. I said, stand there. He said, I'm staying put until one of you comes out. I said, if you dare threaten me, I'm gonna murk you. I said,
you said that to Brad?
Yeah. I said, do not enter my door. I will kill you.
Okay.
And I don't care if I go to jail for the rest of my life for this.
When the door opened, Bradley began attacking Brent, landing several punches. In a panic, Brent grabbed a knife and began stabbing Bradley. His actions were driven by a mix of fear, desperation, and paranoia, leading to catastrophic consequences.
Okay.
I'm just going to tell you the truth. I said, do not come in my door. I don't give a fuck. I'm sleeping. Quit bugging us. I said, go next door and go smoke some meth with the other people. This is supposed to be a clean house. And he said, oh, you want beef? Why are there cops outside? Because the cops were already there. He said there's cops outside. He goes, I'm killing you before you, as soon as you open the door. And then the voice said, stay in your room no matter what.
Okay.
And then he said he's gonna light this place. He was gonna smoke us out. Like he had a gas, and he was about to blow the doors open.
Okay.
This guy's nuts. Like, anyway, so I opened the door. He immediately started hitting me. I said, stop hitting me.
Brent recounts stabbing Bradley multiple times, including a fatal wound to the chest. He justifies his actions as self-defense, claiming he was trying to protect both himself and Mario from what he believed was an imminent threat.
He said, these punches are I'm throwing hate. I'm knocking you out. Then I'm going to kill you like I did, like my family did your dad.
Where was he hitting you? Like on your
hit
body?
me in the temple.
Okay.
He hit me 3 times, and I shut the door on him. I shut the door on him, and I think I broke his hand because his hand got caught in the door. He said,
in the door?
Yeah. So he said, will you please let go of my hand? And then when he opened up the door, he reached for his knife, and then that's when I got him.
Brent insists that the voices in the house encouraged him to act. He believed not only Bradley, but the entire community was conspiring against him. His paranoia consumes him, making him believe his actions were the only way to survive.
I promise you. And I warned him so many times. And then as soon as it happened, I called my uncle Stephanie. It finally happened.
You called, and Melinda, is that her name, your caseworker? So you take me back just a little bit. You said, so he was in the doorway, and you said that's when you had the knife in your left hand and you poked him.
I opened the doorway, and he said.
Brent mentions receiving warnings from a woman named Kelly, who he believes was trying to help him. This deepens his paranoia as he becomes convinced that Bradley and others were plotting his murder, leaving him no choice but to kill Bradley first.
He just started shouting out like he was going to kill me. And if you guys...
Did he say he was going to kill you?
Yeah,
okay.
he said that once I get rid of you, Marlo's next.
Okay.
And he said he's going to kill me like he did someone died in the apartment before.
Oh, wow. Okay. When you poked him the first time, you're saying you stabbed him with a knife. Is that correct? Okay. And where on his body? Can you point on your body where?
Here.
Okay.
And then I think around here, and then you're here.
Okay. And then you referred to it as like the final puncture. Was that the one in the chest?
Yeah, because I just went into a mode to where because my dad warned me people were after me, and then the girl next door, Kelly, told me you better do something drastic because they're getting ready to gut you.
In his delusional state, Brent believes everyone in the surrounding area is part of a conspiracy against him. He insists that killing Bradley was the only way to prevent a greater tragedy. His warped sense of reality pushes him to justify his actions.
And torture you. Like they're getting revved up to kill you, and everybody in the whole complex is and then there's a gang approaching to just come in into the house and destroy me. And I promise you that's the truth.
Okay.
And Kelly's a good girl. She warned me all the time, and she shot one. She said, I don't know if she shot one, but she has a gun.
Okay.
And I tried so much, and she was, don't worry. And see, you're going to either have to do something real drastic, or you're about to die tonight. I said, what do you mean? She was, don't you hear on the news? Your whole family's being attacked.
When did Kelly tell you this?
As the interrogation concludes, Brent's detachment from reality becomes painfully evident. His statements, filled with contradictions and paranoia, highlight a tragic story of mental illness that led to a horrifying act of violence. This case is not just a tale of crime, but also a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of untreated mental health issues.
Was that today?
Today, and I said, I'm going in my room. I said, tell everybody to just leave me alone. They go, no. As soon as you fall asleep, they're gonna break in. They're gonna or set the house on fire, or they don't give a about any. She goes, you care about this place, Mario cares about this place, I care about this place, but no one else cares.
Okay.
And then she goes, you're either gonna have. She didn't egg me on. She gave me a warning that there's like, by the way, they're making torture. They're going to torture you.
Brent begins by recounting warnings from Kelly, who told him about a plot to torture him. His words are filled with paranoia, but also reveal a mind crushed under the weight of fear and psychological pressure. Brent believed he had to protect Mario at all costs, which became his primary motive. This white knight mentality shines through clearly, but it's not enough to mask the grim truth awaiting revelation.
You think that you stabbed Brad 3 times? Or you don't know how many times?
Each stab was the first stab was a warning. I told him you better back off, and then I showed him the knife. He goes, "You ain't got the guts," and he went like that's when he started going. I go, "Are you?"
That's when he started punching you
again. Like he wouldn't stop punching.
So a second time, essentially, he started punching you again.
I warned him, and then.
Were you trying to? What was your intent?
I wasn't trying to kill him. I was trying. I went into defense mode.
Okay.
As Brent recounts the stabbing, he insists he didn't intend to kill Bradley but acted in self-defense. "I warned him," Brent says, his voice trembling yet full of anger. He describes each stab as a reaction to Bradley's punches, stating he couldn't stop when he felt his life was in danger.
And this all happened in your room or in the hallway? Kind of explain to me better where it happened.
He broke in my room.
Okay. So when you first poked him, there's
blood spill in my room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I haven't been to the house. That's why I need you to kind of explain that.
There's blood spill in my room.
Okay.
I'm gonna be sick.
Do you need something to throw up in?
I can't believe that this is going on right now.
Okay. Take a breath. Take your time.
If you look at any of the...
Brent describes the blood beginning at his doorway and spilling into the hallway. He repeatedly emphasizes that Bradley had no reason to invade his space. "He shouldn't have been there," Brent exclaims, his voice oscillating between rage and desperation, reflecting the tension within him.
If you look at any of the photos or whatever, the blood spill starts in my doorway and the corner where there's no reason he should be going in the hallway on our side of the room, because he lives on the opposite side. We both told him to leave us alone, so there's no reason he should have been over there.
Okay.
And
so you, just so I have it straight, you and Mario are on kind of one side and Brad's on the other.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Okay. That dude, he says he's military, but Brad says he's military, and
when asked about the knife, Brent admits he threw it back into his room after the incident. His fragmented and incoherent speech highlights severe cognitive and psychological impairments. Investigators begin to grasp the gravity of Brent's mental state.
They were talking about death all night. They're talking about kill. They think I'm dull, and they think Mario has Down syndrome.
Where's the knife? Where's your knife right now?
I have no idea.
You don't know what you did with it?
I just threw it in the room.
In your room?
Yeah.
So it should supposedly be in your room.
Okay.
Observing Brent, it's evident that his speech is severely impaired. He not only stutters, but also struggles to form coherent sentences, and he seems unable to understand what's being said to him.
Brent admits to using methamphetamine and says he hasn't been able to sleep due to the violence in the house. He describes feeling trapped, unheard, and unsupported, which exacerbated his fear and paranoia.
Do you smoke? Do you do drugs of any kind?
I try not to.
Okay.
As much as I can, but
what do you use meth?
Yeah, that's my favorite choice. I might still have some in my system.
When was the last time you smoked?
5 days ago, 4 days ago.
Have you slept since then? I just want to make sure you're okay.
I can't sleep when there's so much violence going on in my house.
Okay.
Like
You're okay. Take your time.
I'm very scared right now.
Okay. You're allowed to be scared.
No one listened to my cries for help.
Okay.
He recounts how Bradley used headphones as an excuse to get him to open the door before threatening and attempting to break in. Brent believes this wasn't just an argument, but a deliberate plan to harm him.
Did you and Brad have an issue over like a set of headphones or something? Did he let you borrow headphones?
Yeah, he was
that
like,
an issue?
He let me borrow the headphones just so he could get me to open the door, and that was it. He goes.
When did he let you borrow them?
He let me have them.
Okay, well, when was that?
A few nights ago, and then he's like, if you're gonna be a I need those headphones back, and the monitor said, just give, like they're saying we don't know what to do. Is he being charged for what is he thinking? And then I said, go away, and I'll open the door and throw them to you.
Okay.
And then
Brent continues to claim that Bradley sabotaged him in multiple ways, breaking his bed, dirtying his clothes, and spitting in his food. These accounts paint a picture of Brent as a man consumed by the belief that he was under constant attack.
And then he started kicking and pounding on my door.
Okay.
Like he was, I'm gonna break in this door, and like he was for some reason trying to kill me very bad. Like I'm dead serious. It was either going to be me or him. And
did he say that? What makes you say he was trying to kill you really bad?
For days he was saying, I'm going to kill you as soon as you fall asleep.
Okay. Have you guys had...
He's popped my bed. He's pissed on my clothes. He's spit in my food. He's done everything.
Has it ever gotten like physical, like violence between you guys?
He's tried to swing on me.
Okay.
But I dodged it, or I told him, you don't want no problem with me. Keep hitting me, because.
When pressed further, Brent describes a conspiracy involving a gang dressed in red, supposedly collaborating with Bradley. He pushed me to the edge, Brent says, his voice filled with helplessness and rage.
And then once Kelly told me that they beat down Mario every time I'm asleep, and then there's a Whitney girl that he beat the living out of. There's a girl named Whitney next door that he beat the living out of.
Brad beat the out of? Okay.
Out of over a microwave. Brad's not saying, like...
How long ago was that?
This is fresh. Like
how many days?
I'm not sure.
Weeks? Days?
Days.
Okay. Okay, so when he was banging on your door, who else at that point do you think was in the house other than Brad? Or do you not know?
Brent mentions a woman named Brett, who he believes warned him about the danger he was in. He claims to have seen gang members in red outside the house, further fueling his paranoia and his belief that he was completely surrounded with no way out.
They were coming in, like people in red were coming in. That's the gang color, red.
And they were dressed in red? Did you see these people?
Or
were the monitors telling you?
Brad saw them in the backyard, and they flashed a pistol.
Brad did?
No, Brad saw a gang member in the backyard, and he flashed a pistol on me.
Okay, who are you? Brett?
Brett.
Who is Brett?
Brett, from the ag team. She visited me, and she said, by the way, they're after you.
So she was there with you? In your room?
No, in the living room.
In the living room.
Yeah.
And who is she with? I'm sorry.
Arizona ag team.
Okay, so she was in the living. Was this right before this all happened? Or like...
Brent explains that Bradley blamed him for an alleged drug debt with the gang, making him their target. His escalating paranoia portrays a world where not just Bradley, but everyone around him was conspiring against him.
I'm just trying to get like a better timeline. Does that make sense? So I understand what you're telling me.
Earlier today.
Earlier today. So like when it was still light out?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said, if I told you I love you, would you come with me? She's like, this place. She's like, will you come with me you can live with me at my house?
And she told you there were people in red outside flashing a pistol?
Yeah, like.
Did you actually see these people?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw them too. And then I kept seeing people in red, like, all around. And
like how many people? Like big group?
It's a gang. Like
I know, but there's different sized gangs, buddy.
I don't know how big the gang is, but there was one of them, and there was two people, and then there was a few people.
Okay.
And they were like, "Who stole the dope? Where's the dope?" I said, "I don't know what you're talking about."
Brent gives various reasons to justify his actions, but evidence at the scene and Mario's testimony reveal a different reality. Bradley had simply come to retrieve his headphones, unknowingly triggering a psychotic episode in Brent that led to the tragic escalation.
They're like, there's an ounce in your house. Like they're like, one of you owes us for the house, for the ounce. I said, Brad, what did you do? You know what I mean?
Okay. And that's when you first confronted Brad?
He blamed it on me. He blamed it on me.
He told the gang people that it was you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brent references a drug dealer he calls Jesus, but this person was never found. His vague and disjointed statements highlight how deeply disconnected Brent is from reality, leaving investigators grappling with the blurred lines of his delusions.
He owed them money or something, or dope.
Dude,
it was all over money or dope.
Yeah, and the guy in handcuffs, they arrested some Mexican guy in handcuffs. He's the dope dealer. That
not Mario.
Mario's innocent.
Okay.
He's a sweetie.
Okay.
There's a guy that was in handcuffs.
So that was earlier today.
His name's Jesus.
Okay.
Brent pleads to be sent to a psychiatric ward, admitting he suffers from a severe mental illness. He expresses despair over feeling unsupported, which only worsened his condition and contributed to the tragic events.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
I keep trying to work a time. I don't know if it was 7 a.m. or 2:30. I was tired.
Okay. All right. Are you good? Do you need more water? I'm going to step out for a second.
I'm not good at all.
Okay, well, you'll be okay while I step out just for a second?
Can I have anything to eat?
I can see what they have downstairs. I'm not too sure, but I can look into it for you, okay? I know we can get you more water if you need it.
Can I request one thing? Can I go wherever I go? Can I go into the psych ward? Because I'm SMI.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about that in a second, okay? Just give me 1 minute. Here's this if you feel like you're getting sick, okay?
Hey.
Yeah.
He didn't deserve to die.
Okay.
And I'm sorry about this.
Okay. All right, Brent, just give me a couple minutes, okay? I'll be right back.
Brent emphasizes his need for medication to manage his stress, but his feelings of neglect and abandonment exacerbate his mental health struggles. He speaks about the difficulties of coping with his illness in a system that he feels has failed him.
If you're comfortable like that, that's fine by me. What medications are you on?
I need pain and respiratory, and I need something to calm. I'm in a extreme amount of pain, like caused by stress, and I get jumped a lot.
Okay, you said that you're SMI, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what of those prescriptions are for your SMI?
Gabapentin 103 times a day.
Okay, when was the last time you took that?
This morning.
Okay, and do you take it like morning, afternoon, night?
Yeah.
Did you miss a dose today?
Probably.
Okay.
The interrogation ends with mixed emotions. Brent's case is a tragic example of untreated severe mental illness leading to violence. Despite his clear psychological issues, his actions resulted in the loss of a life, something that can never be justified. Brett was sentenced to 10 years and 6 months in prison for manslaughter. His story serves as a stark reminder of the importance of mental health support within the community.
Okay. All right. So just those two are your only prescription. The risperidol and the gabapentin?
Yeah.
That's correct?
And I use it but my doctor doesn't like me at all.
Okay.
I keep saying I need something for extreme stress. Like
Okay. But those are the only two that you're on right now?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, give me a minute.
In the end, the truth has been revealed, and the perpetrator must now face the consequences of his actions. With charges including murder, kidnapping, and false reporting, he faces a life sentence without the possibility of parole. This is a stark reminder that power does not always come with responsibility. We want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about this case? Leave your comments below and join the discussion. Don't forget to click subscribe to stay updated with more gripping and authentic stories coming soon. Subscribe now to receive exclusive benefits tailored just for you. Justice needs companions like you.